Voilà. Okay, so you know the rule of the game, 2 minutes. What is important is what at the end we remember your startup, okay? So please just introduce RealTime. Who are you? Hello.
It's me, yeah.
Okay, welcome. And 2 minutes, what is your product and what is your team?
Thank you. Well, thank you for the call, for standing up as well. It feels better. So it's not very visible here with the standing up. It's a collaboration platform. We are actually coming from a pretty crowded field that we are very well aware of. And following Mr. Rosenfield's advice, and also in parallel with that, actually we wanted to create something with the ambition of creation of something really powerful, something better with social impact, with human-centric values. That's why we created RealTime. As you all know, with COVID and accelerated adoption of digital tools, we are more and more dependent on the digital tools to connect, communicate, and work. So WhatsApp, Slack, Teams, and all these tools exist, sometimes coexist, but even though they provide some solutions on the functionality level, they take away from us some fundamental core values like our data, like our privacy, like our focus, and more importantly, they actually control all of our data on their own clouds. So with RealTime, we really wanted to create something different in the sense that we wanted to bring really the ease of use and the convenience of the consumer messaging apps, but at the same time, the security, privacy, compliance, and the data sovereignty that is required for the enterprise use. So this is actually all about RealTime. And on the functionality side, we have all the essential features like instant messaging, video conferencing, file sharing, all in the same app that is working on mobile platforms, desktop platforms, fully synchronized in a super secure way with an edge-powered technology. And we make our platform available for businesses, enterprises, governments, and communities and associations. So this is the product in a nutshell. And in terms of the team, we are actually based out of Geneva. We are roughly 25 people, all scattered out Switzerland, Europe, and Middle East. What's powerful with our team actually is that we are, first of all, very passionate about what we do. And secondly, we are a very diverse team, more than 10 nationalities, 10 languages, and more than 3 continents. And in terms of the business, actually, we are quite active outside Switzerland. So we have more than 20 clients in 3 different continents, and we are working in different industries. So we earn their trust. We earn the trust of the outside Switzerland. What we would like to do now is actually to earn the trust of the Trust Valley. Okay, this is why we are here.
Thank you very much. Timing is important in pitching, so make sure you stick to timing.
Thank you, Onur. So now the next one, Sapporo. Olivier.
Thank you. I'll try to cover both again in one shot.
Okay.
So yeah, Sapporo, because we were drinking a Sapporo beer when we created the project. So if you remember one thing, remember not the beer, but just the name will be enough. So we basically, our mission is to improve the cyber resilience of our hospitals, cities, companies by anticipation of threats and prioritization of remediations based on risk. I believe what has been said before, when there is a lot of vulnerability scanners today, but they detect the attack when it's happening, which is often too late. What we do is we anticipate attacks before they happen. To do that, we actually focus on critical assets used for lateral movements and privilege escalations, and with the goal to eliminate configuration weaknesses from your environment. By environment, I mean Microsoft AD Azure, Office 365, Okta, AWS, GCP, any directories at all. The team is composed by cyber researchers in Russia, in the US, in Switzerland, in Israel, and essentially white hackers, so hackers that went to the good side of things. So yeah, that's everything I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olivier. So can we move to the next one? Okay, SmartCockpit, Sylvain.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sylvain Félix, founder and CEO of SmartCockpit. So we're talking about trust today, and trust is a key when you do business. And one of the big issues we have today is that the board don't have a real trust of what's going on in the black box of IT. So it's important that the CISO can have a trust of everything is going to control to the risk we accept or to the risk we need to mitigate, and that they can reply to the board that everything under control. And it's not only to be able to see that it's under control, it's also to be able to plan and to work on what needs to be in order to improve the situation. So in this purpose, SmartCockpit is a cyber risk digital governance that can enlarge to a real digital governance for the whole company.
And what about the team?
So the team is composed of different people, from different technical people, from business people. And what I would say is something different maybe, that we are also teaming with partners and with customers, because our customers, some of them are part of the team because they help us improving what we're trying to do in order to solve their problems. So we are lucky to work with big corporations that got problems that need to be solved, and I think they like working with startups because we are more agile than when they can come with a big corporation.
Thank you, Sylvain. So next one, Stack Science. Philippe.
So Philippe Lebert. So Philippe Lebert, CEO of Stack Sciences. So what we do at Stack Sciences is, I'll make an history very simple, is you remember at the beginning, security arrived, so we are building walls, big walls around application, big walls around data centers. Then come the cloud. Okay, so we cloudified the walls. Okay, we've done that. Now comes cloud native application. Whoops, infra as code. It's the developers which are designing the walls and putting them together. So how do we deal with that? We have to make a change. And that what we bring is a solution to this problem, basically by bringing a solution that brings the full process and orchestration, which ends up in the end of the day by sending a small message to a software developer telling him, hey, here are the 3 things you need to do for security. Here are the way to do this. And then we can bring security day after day into line. But the key foundation here is that the CISO has to work with the software development team. He has to work with the SRE, with the DevOps. He has to work with the software development lifecycle. And that is tearing apart organization walls, and it's going to require a new process, a new way to work. You know the triptych, people, process, technology. We're bringing the security process part of the equation.
Thank you, Philippe. Thank you very much. For the team?
The team is a bunch of veterans. We've grown up the tools by being exposed to the needs and feeling it ourselves in our daily lives. We've been through multiple startups, all of us, so we know the game, and we're here to have fun doing this.
So enjoy the trip with Tech4Trust. Now, next in line, I think it's Tune Insight, so welcome, Juan.
Okay, thanks. Today's organizations are heavily data-centric when required to make sound decisions. And more than 56% of the companies in the enterprise data and analytics market acknowledge that their own data is not enough, and they plan on expanding their ability to source external data. But this is nowadays prevented due to fear of data leaks or privacy concerns or regulations. TuneInsight B2B software enables secure collaborative analytics and distributed machine learning so that companies can get the benefits of confidential data collaborations without risking leakages or compliance failure, and without sending the data to any other organization or disclosing it, not even to TuneInsight. We enable win-win collaborations for better personalized services in health, better risk prediction in insurance and banking, better fraud detection in financial services, and better detection and prevention systems in cyber defense. And we do that with end-to-end post-quantum protection, letting you keep your organization's data at your premises when being in full control of your own data, and without requiring any other different infrastructure than yours, so that you can really get the benefits of these kind of insights without requiring any trusted third party. In terms of our team, our co-founder team has more than 55 years of combined accumulated experience in applied cryptography, information security, and software development. And we also count with prior startup experience. After our incorporation last month, we are already onboarding new members that are developers with talent in machine learning, applied cryptography, and law that have already collaborated with us while we were incubating at the EBFL Laboratory for Data Security. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Juan. So now the next one, Xifera. So Matti, I give you.
Yeah, thank you. And first I need to say it's wonderful to see three-dimensional people after 1.5 years of working remotely. But I start with a problem as we see it. So software-based security from our point of view is very vulnerable because you have to trust a very deep implicit stack of technologies that are not outside of your control, operating systems, crypto libraries, and so on and so forth. So we basically want to hit the reset button and do everything that is mathematically, cryptographically critical and key management in hardware. And hardware in our world means digital logic. And in techno jargon, our products are VHDL-based IP cores for FPGAs and ASICs. But more importantly, for businesses, these give better performance, better security level, and lower OPEX, especially in long lifetime B2B applications. And importantly, they also have a software type, scalable licensing model. And we are 4 years old, founded in Finland by myself and Kimmo, a cryptographer. I personally have a background in semiconductor technology. And we have grown organically. I think that's important, to 7 people, which means that we already have our own corporate culture, if you want to call it that way. Have expanded to sales and marketing and also communications, and also try to hire people, non-technical people, and expand our sales footprint across the world. And looking forward to being part of the Tech4Trust program.
Thank you very much. So let's move to the next Zen Pulsar. Paul?
Let me ask you a question. How many of you are browsing social media on a daily basis? I guess everyone. How much do you trust social media information? So that's the key question. So social media has been totally weaponized nowadays, and everybody's knowing that social media are manipulating masses and informing about like anti-vax campaigns, GameStop, and other harmful narratives. So we at Zen Pulsar, we provide software as a solution and also API. What to do to help you navigate through social media. There are 5 different functions that are very important that we provide within Zen Pulsar. Using artificial intelligence, machine learning, we provide you tools to identify, to detect, to anticipate, to react, but also lastly, to predict those attacks in order to help you, help citizens, and also help organizations to fight and combat disinformation campaigns.
So tell us more about your wonderful team. Who is working with you on this project?
So thank you. That's a very interesting thing. Myself, Paul Wang, I'm the CEO and co-founder. I'm a typical product from the OPFL in the early ages. And the other ones have been my competitors and also my colleagues, competitors from other Big 4 companies. We all coming from PwC, KPMG, EY, and also gaming sector and serial entrepreneurs and engineers, data scientists, etc. And we focused on our clients' needs. So we understand our clients' needs, and we aggregated our services in order to create a synergy to tackle the industry. And what is important among all of us, we have a combined 85 years of experience in professional services and also in software development in order to help citizens, in order to help corporates, and to help other organizations. And what is important also, within the last 6 months that we have been founded, we developed 3 different products that are available on our website. One is about financial market manipulation. The other one is about detection of crypto market manipulation in a predictive way. And also, one of the first ones that we were working on was the anti-vax campaign that appeared earlier this year, in order to help find out the ringleaders, who are manipulating, who are being manipulated, and what's the scale of social media threats.
Thank you very
and I
much.
invite you to come to the booth and to watch in real time, because that's the real-time analysis platform.
Yes, we will take the coffee break just to have a look at it.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the last, Thomas, to present Genelec.
Genelec is building the future of precision medicine to make it more precise and personalized for everyone. There are big challenges that remain in integrating healthcare data into mainstream practice, including security, portability of this data, and how patients themselves can control and use this data for the greater good of society. I'm an academic researcher and serial entrepreneur, and my co-founder as well has trained in academia and in industry. And we understand these challenges, and at Genelec we strive to allow patients, whether they're first and foremost rare and chronic disease patients who have a clear unmet need, but soon, hopefully, all of us here in the audience. So if you find yourself like I did last week at the CHUV hospital after a sports accident, the doctors can give you the right drug at the right dose at the right time so it works most effectively for your body and your unique genetics. Our solution is a digital health platform that really does empower you as an individual to control your health data in a secure, transparent, and traceable way, and also profit from it by contributing it towards academic research, and if any industry or pharmaceutical companies would like to enroll you in a clinical trial or use your data for drug discovery and drug development purposes, that you can get compensated for that in a fair and transparent way. Now, our team also, besides my co-founder and I, has 4 other individuals, 6 of us from 6 different nationalities, all different age groups, 3 men, 3 women, but what we share is a passion for using science and technology for the betterment of healthcare. And the superstars of our team are actually our patient advisory board. These are patients who spend their lives advocating for their own conditions, fighting for academic research to go forward, and fighting for new treatments and new therapies to be developed in a sustainable and fair way for everyone. And lastly, I'd like to invite you on this journey towards bringing precision and personalized healthcare to Switzerland and to Europe. And I hope everyone can profit from this movement in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.